Right, hi guys, welcome back to Car Direct and MK Sportscars. The sun is beaming, perfect weather for one of these little weapons, either on the road or on the track. Now if you've not visited us before at MK Sportscars, we do these kind of workshop, walk type of things. We try to get it down to one build going at a time, but today I'm going to give you a general stroll of what's going on. Starting outside here, because we've had a customer in looking at this. This particular car is an RX-5. It's a Mazda-based single donor vehicle car, space frame chassis, roll cage, with a turbocharged MX-5 engine, kicking out well north of sort of 215 horsepower, bags of torque, wicked little car. So if you want a car ready for the sunshine right now, you want to stick this in the garage, hook us up, phone call, email, as I was saying every single time, come and see this car. It is for sale. One of the sales team can help you out on all the details, but come and see it in the flesh. Immaculate car, one owner builder. Awesome. Now, moving in, lots of things going on here, lots of cars, all MKs apart from one, which I'll talk about in a minute. This car's been built, ready. It's a 2 litre Durapower. All we're waiting for on this is its IVA date. They've been a bit slow on this, so there's bits and bobs we've got to do on this. Nice 2 litre engine, Sprint 185 this model is, all brand new component. You can build this at home, which is no problem at all, or we could get it factory built for you. It'll be a brand new registered car for you. That's a Sprint 185. We've got another one under the cover there, which is our Mazda car. Go back on the old videos actually. It's under the cover because we're trying to keep the dust off the paint. That's a Mazda based car. Give it a little hook under there, shall I? Trying to keep it's a freshly painted car, so we're just trying to keep the dust and everything off of this one. That's just waiting on its IVA date now as well. We've got another car here. This is a RX-5 car, so it's a Mazda based kit, single donor again. This one's for sale. This one's for sale. Now, this one and the grey car I just spoke about, there's going to be 2 individuals going out on these, so you get to see a bit more detail, but I'll give you a snippet. One owner car, builder, 900 miles on it, very little miles, but it's got the beautiful Honda Civic Type R K20A engine kicking out north of 240 horsepower. If you want more information on that, yeah, I'm going to say it again, phone call, email, come and see us at the factory, and wait for the video to drop on this one. You can see a bit of information about the car, and maybe at some point we get some test drive, but I'd imagine it'll be sold before then, because K20 cars, 6-speed gearbox, one owner, 900 miles, it's not going to hang around, guys. Beautiful car. Now over here we've got a couple of other cars that we're working on projects. Over there we've got another, this is a Cup 200 car, Hayabusa powered. This one's for sale. We're going to go racing, not road legal, pure race car. It's come third in the championship, this particular one. The customers unfortunately had some health issues, so it's the only reason it's selling. I've always been out racing it. Brilliant car. Mike, who owned this, immaculately maintained, ready to run right now. Then we've got our Cup demo, which is here. That's a demonstrator, so if you want to get into a Cup car and have a demonstrator, it's road legal, we can take you out in that. Have a look at it. We've got some track days coming up May the 20th at Donington, and this will be there for hot laps. So if you want, interested in getting into a car, getting into a Cup car or racing or anything like that, come and see us at it. Hook us up, again, phone call, email, book in maybe. We've got 10 or 15 time slots during the day for taking you out in the car, get to see what's going on and how quick these go around the corner. They are amazing. We've got a little Mazda based car, the RX-5, which I've spoke about, single donor. This is a demonstrator. We can take you out in this, show you what it's about, talk you through the build, talk you through the process, everything that goes on. Cool little thing, fun little car actually. Just really easy and affordable, very affordable. We've got here, we've got another, it's a Sprint 185 demonstrator. And we started to make this a bit more road legal, road worthy. So it's a brand new car, about a year ago this was built. But now we're giving you the option, we're showing you, because a lot of people are going, do you have a gear, do you do this? Yes, got the screen, got the wipers, got the washers on it, got the doors on it, got the wither pack all on it, and we can take you out and show you the differences. Get very little wind with these. These make a real big difference to you. But we've got it here, ready so we can show you on all the models. Then we've got over here, got another new build started. Left-hand drive car going to France. This is a Cup 200. Cup 200 has a motorbike engine, the Hayabusa, which I'll show you in a minute. Jamie's on with that build. We've got front suspension on, ECU panels, fuel lines in, prop shaft, pedal box. He's just doing the whole rear end now, putting the diff in, electric reverse motor and a few other bits that's going on. We're only a couple of days into this build. I'm going to scoot past. You come around here. You couldn't kind of see the back end. Just cleaning up some bits here. We've got the Quafe 338 differential in here, which is beautiful. It has a nice billet back end to it now on the these are all brand new, not made from donor, brand new component, cast and machined, casing with a billet back end, really nice, beautifully detailed. And this is being built, being started, go to France, going to be raced around. Then we move round. Bear in mind, I'm talking about this because we've got our open day, not this weekend, the following weekend, 9th of May, we've got an open day. So if you think I'm interested in that, you want to come down, there'll be a lot more cars on the 9th of May here, outside as well. And here we've got another car that's waiting for its IVA debut. We're waiting for dates. It's a Mazda base car. Just, they're backing up the queues on these IVAs. Then we've got some engines here. One for a factory build, another for a factory build. We've got two over here. We've got a 1.8 and a 2 litre Duratec ready to go in. They're all waiting for factory builds. We've got the camo car just waiting for its final details to get out to the owner. IVA stuff on this one. And this will be done, ready, got some changes to do on it and get that out. That's going out to Ireland in the camo car, big 1440 booster. And then you move over here, we've got this beast of a car. This is no ordinary car, this is a cup car. It's our lovely famous word, and everybody goes, oh, you use it diff. Yeah, the cup cars are amazing, but it ain't no ordinary one. This is turbocharged. So it's another build we've been working on. This is an RLM built engine. 1340 steel cc with an RLM manifold, our exhaust system that we get made for it. It's got a 3.5 inch exhaust. I mean, look guys. Don't do that on your daily, do you? No, you do not. 3.5 inch all the way through. RLM billet plenum. It's got the angled drive-by-wire Gen 3 adapters. It's got custom made intercooler for it. All the pipework's custom made with the blow-off valves, all of that. We're down in here, it's tucked down in here. Actually, let's take this panel off. Got to see this. We've thermomatted. All of the guys at Thermomat did a cracking job. Oh, get that off, Sean. I need. Let's see if we can unscrew that. We've made it so this panel comes off. There we go. Look, let's just unscrew that as well. Another screw under there. It's all loose at the moment, just so we can access this. Don't say it ain't live. Because we do this. So in here, there we go. So an RLM manifold, it's got a G25 550 turbo, different back housing on this one. It's got the nice wastegate, internal wastegated, and we've made the bracketry to support it on the V-band here, just to take some of the pressure off the V-band here. It'll have the lambda sensors got to go in yet. And then its coolant lines are all in, and this is for the boost controller that we're running. We're going to run a Mac boost controller up here. You've got your map sensor here, all in, all the other stuff that's in. And then the next little jobs, a few little other jobs to do on the header tanks and all that to go in once the ECU is bolted in. This will all be running on Life F88 ECU. We've got the ducting done. Josie's done a cracking job on that. Bigger radiator, much bigger oil cooler. A cold air ram. We've done some feeds on this and see what it does flowing through here, and this I think this is going to be very efficient. We're really happy with this intercooler and how I think it's going to work for the backside. We've upgraded all the brakes. It's now vented 265mm, so big disc, 265mm and vented, so twin disc with a bigger stopping power basically to it, and a different compounder pad, an RPX pad that we run it now. So this car will be a monster. Just nearly 400, if not probably more. It might make more than 400 horsepower, but we call it 400. It will make that. Most of the time these are going to run around about 320 wheel horse, and it's more than enough. So killer car, looking forward to seeing this get out on track, and it's going bigger tyres on the back, so we need the extra wide arches are going on now as well, so they're even bigger. So if you look at the gap there now, we are going to fill up that arch with some meat, so that's quite a bit bigger than a standard one. In fact, I'll show you a standard one. Here we go. If we take that and move that across, you can see it's quite a bit bigger, 50mm wider, this arch is. So you can get plenty of meat under there. When you've got 400 horsepower, it's worth having a little bit of extra tyre to keep it down. So, and then we move on to this little tyre. We don't do a huge amount on other people's cars because we're so busy with our own stuff at the moment, but it's a local customer, somebody we know, who's bought this little project car. We've got it in to go for it. I think you can see where things have moved on. Nothing wrong with Tigers, it's just how they were. This is an 05 car and this is how things were done back in the day. But, you know, silly little things like when you look at it like flat bar for headlight brackets. I think we can do better than that these days. You know, we've got a little bit of, you know, welding that's gone on here, and some of the areas with flat bar to triangulate it all, and old Sierra front end bits, and in fact it's got the whole Sierra DD on beam on the rear end of these, so they're a bit bouncy. They're like solid as a rock, that car is, and you can't adjust them. There's no adjustment on it at all, so they do bounce a little bit, but they are what they are. That's what it was in that era. But things have moved on, technology's moved on, components have moved on, donor parts have moved on, engines have moved on. Look, we've got a 2-litre Pinto, nothing wrong with it, great engine. I cut my teeth on these and they're a lovely torquey engine, but things have moved on. You know, we've got fuel injection, we've got double overhead cams, we've got 16 valves, we've got all these other things on the modern drivetrain. And even the sump on this is the reason this is in rough running, timing was out, carbs were out of balance, rebalanced those. Speedo wasn't working, brakes weren't working properly, which was a slave cylinder gone on the rear, and the sump is leaking. Well, everybody used to chop these. If you had a Pinto years ago, you chop the sump and re-rolled it shorter and modify the oil part, which we still do on the Mazda stuff. But I'm too embarrassed to even show you what's under there. There's more, would I call it weld or would I call it pigeon poo? It looks like pigeon poo that's holding it together. So it's going to have a nice billet pan actually. I'm going to reach out to Burton Powell, supplying us a nice billet one to go on this, and I'll probably do a video and just show you the before and after and what it is, because it's embarrassing. And he wonder why he turns up to, drives it around, and every pub he goes to he just leaves his mark on the floor for him, which is quite nice, isn't it really? And he keeps topping it up with oil. So we'll get that fixed, we get it all done, we get it back together, and it needs a little MOT. So, but yeah, things have just moved on. You know, they're just technology, chassis building, all of that. Nothing wrong with that era. That's what it was. But yeah, they are what they are, and they're not a lot of money probably, these second hand. But if you're looking at that kind of thing, it's going to float your boat. I think the engine bays nowadays, when you take a look at this, and then you take a look at, let's go over here. If you film one on that, and then you take a stock Mazda engine bay, which is nothing glamorous. This is like our starter end of what we do. If you look at that, and then you look at this, I think you'll see. You know, this is nothing special. It's a basic 1.8 Mazda engine. But ignoring the red stickers, the engine bays are much cleaner. They're tidier. These are for a college, where we go to colleges and we ask them what they are actually. So we need to take them off. You know, what are these parts? And we do a little questionnaire when we have universities and colleges down, you know, to get them involved in talking about the engines. But yeah, clean, tidy, accessible. You can get your electrics under the ECU panel. On those you can't. Nice and tidy under the engine bay. Just makes it easier. Look, stickers, lots of stickers everywhere. But yeah, things have just moved on. And rightfully so. That's what it's all about. Right, we've got a lot more builds coming up. Actually, we've got Cup 200 builds, Cup 400 builds, Sprint 185 builds all coming up, and probably stuff for Norway as well. We've been out there at the weekend. So bags of stuff going on here at MK Sportscars. Now, if you want to get into one of these beautiful cars, you want to build it at home, you think you want it factory build, you're waiting for the summertime, or you think I need instant gratification, don't forget about track car, Cup 200, that's ready to race, sprint, hill climb, ready to go. K20 car, that's ready to go today. We can get that ticket out for you, or the Mazda Turbo that's outside. Get that in your garage, go and enjoy and live life to the full. That's what we say at MK Sportscars. I'm going to say now, like, share, subscribe, and mic drop, I'm out.